Hi guys, and welcome back to the Cheer from Head to Toe channel. Today we're going to be talking about Future Cheer Nationals. We're going to be giving you our tips, tricks and hacks so you have the most epic time ever. But if we are just meeting for the first time, hey, my name is Caroline and this channel is dedicated to everything UK cheer because I'm in love with UK cheer. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button there so you don't miss a thing. Come on, we got a lot to talk about. Future Cheer Nationals is a long weekend competition, generally starting on a Friday evening and ending on a Sunday night. A variety of teams attend this competition because of the great location. It's based in Bournemouth, like 3 minutes away from the beach, and because it's one of the last competitions of the season that offers world bids and summit bids. So we're going to be giving you our super guide on how to get the most of FC Nationals. Arriving to Future Cheer Nationals. Now Future Cheer Nationals is based in Bournemouth. One of the ways that many people get there is by train. Now if you're coming by train, I would suggest going to Asda, which is just directly across the road from the train station, if you want to save money and get a few snacks and bits and bobs essentials, because it's a massive supermarket and they have so much things. I generally go there and pick up like snacks and like just some water, maybe, you know, like a beach towel or something, and suntan lotion, stuff like that, because it isn't always easily accessible when you get to the BIC, which is the Bournemouth International Centre where Future Cheer holds this event. After that, you're probably going to need a taxi or an Uber because the train station is not close to the BIC. It's probably, I'd say, probably at least a half an hour walk, and who wants to do that when they've got staff? So I would schedule in making sure you have time to get a taxi or an Uber or a bus depending on your budget. But the bus station is like literally seconds away from when you come out the train station. You can also get a taxi. There's loads of taxis there, or you can get an Uber. The choice is yours, but schedule that time in. Parking. Now you can park at the BIC. The BIC is where we perform. It's the Bournemouth International Centre. You can park there, but bear in mind it's going to be extremely busy. So make sure you give you enough time to find a parking space because probably everyone and their friend is going to park in there. Also bear in mind that the car park is 24 hours. It costs £18 and for 6 hours it costs £10. So bear that in mind when you're trying to find a parking space, and as it's a long weekend you might want to leave your car there the whole weekend. Another budget friendly way is I would suggest finding another place to park your car and walk to the BIC just to save that money, because you know everybody counts, and if you're going to park your car there for the whole weekend it's definitely going to add up. So you're at the BIC. Now this place is fairly big, I would say. There's a lot going on, and I would suggest wearing comfortable shoes, your most comfortable shoes, whatever that is, trainers, just flat shoes, because you end up doing a lot of walking back and forth. Now there are two main halls. There is the Windsor Hall and the Purbeck Hall as well, and they're roughly, depending on how fast or slow you walk, I'd say like 3 to 5 minutes. So just bear that in mind, that you probably will be walking back and forth to the different arenas as well. Also bear in mind that the Purbeck Hall, sometimes you are made to queue before you go in, so schedule that time in when you might be running from one hall to another so you don't miss them. So secondly, organising your schedule. I would highly suggest printing off the schedule for the whole weekend and highlighting the teams you want to watch. Also highlighting the halls that they are in. I've fallen foul to this. I was waiting for a team that I thought was in one hall. It turns out they were in the other hall, and I was trying to run across and I missed them. So make sure you're aware of that what teams you want to watch and what halls they are in. I would also suggest, as this is a long weekend, to go and maybe watch some different teams that you might generally not see. Just educate yourself about cheerleading in general. One of the things I love to do at Future Cheer Nationals is I go and watch dance. I generally watch a lot of cheer, but I do really enjoy going and watching the dance competition. I love watching Dance World. It's amazing, the talent, is so epic, and there's such a variety. You know, you see jazz, you see contemporary, you see lyrical, you see hip hop, and they're all like at the peak because they're going, not everyone, but a lot of teams are going for world bids. So it is a joy, and I would highly suggest going to watch the dance, just the dance competitions, and especially the dance bid round is epic, and the atmosphere in that room is amazing. The parents from these teams go in. Food in the big. Now, if you're looking for healthy options in the big, it's generally a bit of struggle. They generally have their hot dogs, like burgers. They also have a cafe that does sandwiches and coffees, etc. But all these places are obviously going to be quite busy. So like I said before, if you're looking for healthy snacks, go to the Asda and get them before, because outside the big there are mainly restaurants. There isn't any like Boots or Tesco's or something like that where you can pop in and get some snacks. So make sure you've got all the snacks you need on you before you get to the big. Outside of the big, now once you go outside of the big, there are plenty of restaurants. There are restaurants all around you, and when you come out straight opposite, there are restaurants. If you go left, there are restaurants. If you go down near the seafront, there are also restaurants. All the restaurants that are close by are generally quite busy. If you're prepared to do like a 10-minute walk into town, there are a load more of restaurants also available. Your general chains, you know, your little mini restaurants such. You can also get your Boots, your Tesco's, your Primarks as well. The beach. Now, if you're not watching one of your favourite teams, I would suggest going to the beach. It is a 3-minute walk, if that. You literally come out of the big and look right. You can't miss it. They have proper sand and they have sea which you can swim in. If the sun is good, everyone is on the beach just enjoying their time. So it's just making sure you bring flip-flops so you don't ruin your cheer shoes because they are expensive, a beach towel and sunscreen, and get on the beach and just enjoy your life. Everyone is there standing, just relaxing. It's a great way to mingle with other teams. There's also some cafes on the seafront as well, so you can get food, but it's your standard, you know, like chips, ice creams, stuff like that. But it's a good time, and loads of people will be on the beach enjoying the cheer atmosphere. It's a sea of bows. I love Bournemouth because you see a sea of bows, cheerleaders everywhere. We're taking over. The evening. Now, as this competition is a long weekend, most people come on Friday and go back Monday. There's plenty of time to go out with your teammates. Now, as I said before, there's loads of lovely restaurants, or a 10-minute walk into town. You could go to more chains, but also another thing that a lot of the cheap people do, if you're over 18, they go out to a nice bar or they go to a club and have a nice dance and just celebrate and unwind after a lovely weekend. So make sure you pack some more like fancy outfits, more glam outfits. You know, like you can either go, you know, if you're going out or just jeans and a nice top. It's up to you, but make sure you've got something more to dress up in and make sure you have a good dance. So 1, make sure you arrive with plenty of time to get to the big, because there's going to be queues for the taxis, queues for probably an Uber, or you might have to wait for a bus because it's a long walk. On comp day, make sure you've got, if you're driving your car, you've plenty of time to find a parking space and you've got enough money to pay for the parking, because it all adds up. 2, make sure you organise your schedule so you know which teams you want to see and what halls they are in. Another one, food. Make sure you've got the food you want, or just bear in mind the food that's there you probably will have to queue for, because everyone and their friend is also going to be in that queue. Food, if you want to go outside, there's plenty of restaurants and stuff, or walk into town to get, you know, your Tesco Expresses, stuff like that, or your more chains that you're used to. The beach is just outside of the big. You cannot miss it. Make sure you bring your beach towel, your flip-flops and your suntan lotion. And for the evening, if you go out, make sure you bring something just a bit nicer, jeans and a nice top, or go, if you want to go out, go over the top. So there are our tips, tricks and hacks to make sure you have an amazing time at Future Cheer Nationals. It's such a fun competition. It's exciting to see so many people going for the world bids, and also teams just giving their all, because it is generally, for a lot of people, it's their last competition of this season. When the sun is out, it's a lovely location to be on the beach and standing with your friends and making amazing memories. So make sure you give this video a like and subscribe so you don't miss anything about UK cheer. But until next time guys, see ya later.